Welcome to Privacy Trainer's Privacy Definitions. Now, let's continue our alphabetical journey through key privacy terms, focusing on those beginning with the letter P. Paperwork Reduction Act, U.S. law aimed at minimizing the paperwork burden for individuals and agencies in interactions with the federal government, ensuring efficient and necessary information collection. Passive collection, the process of acquiring data without the active engagement or awareness of the user, often unobtrusive and automatic. Passive data collection, method of gathering information automatically as users navigate digital services, typically through cookies and web beacons. Patches, software updates that fix bugs, close security vulnerabilities, or enhance functionalities. PCI Data Security Standard, PCI DSS, security standards ensuring that all entities that process, store, or transmit credit card information maintain a secure environment. PCI Security Standards Council, organization responsible for the development and management of the PCI security standards, including the PCI DSS. Performance measurement, the activity of evaluating the efficiency, effectiveness, and compliance of operations through quantifiable metrics. Perimeter controls, security measures that protect a network by preventing unauthorized external access, typically involving firewalls and intrusion detection systems. Persistent storage, data storage on non-volatile media like hard drives or SSDs, which retains data after the device is turned off. Personal data, information relating to an identified or identifiable individual, widely covered under the GDPR for protection and compliance. Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act, PIPEDA, Canadian federal privacy law regulating how businesses must handle personal information in commercial activities. Personally identifiable information, PII, information that can identify, contact, or locate a single person, or distinguish one person in context. Pharming, cyber attack redirecting a website's traffic to another, fraudulent site by exploiting DNS or system vulnerabilities. Phishing, attempt to acquire sensitive information such as usernames and passwords by masquerading as a trustworthy entity in electronic communications. Peer triggers, events that necessitate a privacy impact assessment, such as significant changes in data handling practices or new technology deployments. Platform for Privacy Preferences, P3P, protocol allowing websites to declare their privacy practices in a machine-readable format. Policy framework, collection of policies governing an organization's approach to operations and strategy, including privacy and data management. Polygraph, device measuring physiological indicators to assess truthfulness, commonly known as a lie detector. Post method, web development method for submitting form data, providing enhanced security over the GET method by hiding data in the request body. Postal marketing, direct marketing technique involving the sending of promotional materials through postal mail. Predictability, the extent to which the outcomes of a system's behavior can be anticipated based on its design and operational parameters. Preemption, legal doctrine allowing higher authority laws to supersede lower authority regulations, common in federal systems. Privacy, the right of individuals to control the collection, use, and exposure of their personal information. Privacy Act of 1974, U.S. law that regulates how federal agencies handle personal information and establishes a code of fair information practices. Privacy assessment, evaluation to identify and mitigate privacy risks, ensuring compliance with privacy laws and organizational policies. Privacy breach, unauthorized access to or disclosure of personal information that can lead to significant harm or inconvenience. Privacy by design, principle that calls for privacy to be considered throughout the system engineering process. Privacy champion, an executive within an organization who promotes and advocates for privacy practices and education. Privacy Commissioner of Canada, official overseeing compliance with Canadian privacy laws and providing guidance on privacy policies. Privacy engineering, discipline focusing on embedding privacy features and considerations into IT system designs and business practices. Privacy Impact Assessment, PIA, process used to evaluate privacy risks associated with the collection and use of personal data. Privacy Maturity Model, framework for assessing the maturity level of an organization's privacy practices and identifying areas for improvement. Privacy Notice, document informing individuals about how the personal data will be collected, used, disclosed, and protected by an organization. Privacy Operational Lifecycle, framework outlining continuous processes necessary to maintain privacy compliance and adapt to business or legal changes. Privacy patterns, reusable solutions to common privacy problems in software development. Privacy policy, document governing how an organization handles personal information, directed at those who manage or make decisions regarding personal data. Privacy program framework, set of documented privacy procedures and processes that guide the privacy professional through privacy management within an organization. Privacy review, audit conducted to ensure compliance with privacy policies and legal obligations at the early stages of project development. Privacy risk, potential harm that could result from the improper processing, storage, or handling of personal data. Privacy rule, HIPAA rule that protects personal health information, setting standards for its use and disclosure by covered entities. Privacy standard, benchmark for privacy practices within an organization, often aligned with legal requirements and best practice frameworks. Privacy technologist, role focused on implementing and managing technologies that support privacy protections and compliance. Privacy threshold analysis, preliminary evaluation to determine the necessity of a detailed privacy impact assessment for a new project or system. Privacy enhancing technologies, PETs, technologies designed specifically to protect user privacy by minimizing personal data usage and maximizing data security. Private right of action, legal right permitting individuals to sue for relief or damages when their privacy has been violated. Profiling, automated processing of personal data to evaluate certain personal aspects, such as behavior or preferences. Programmatic buying, automated purchase of advertising space using algorithms, enhancing efficiency and targeting in digital advertising campaigns. Proportionality, principle requiring that personal data processing not exceed what is necessary for the purposes for which it is processed. Protect, phase in the privacy operational lifecycle focused on implementing protective measures for personal data. Protected health information, PHI, information under HIPAA that includes any data about health status, healthcare provision, or payment for healthcare that can be linked to an individual. Protecting Canadians from Online Crime Act, law addressing cyberbullying and facilitating police access to online data to combat online crimes. Protective order, legal directive limiting the disclosure of sensitive information in legal proceedings to protect privacy or confidentiality. Pseudonymization, process of transforming personal data in such a way that it can no longer be attributed to a specific data subject without additional information. Pseudonymous data, data that cannot directly identify an individual but allows for the activity of a user to be tracked through pseudonyms. Psychographic advertising, advertising based on psychological attributes including a user's interests, lifestyle, and activities, to tailor marketing messages. Public interest, legal basis under the GDPR for processing personal data necessary for performing tasks for the common good or exercising official authority. Public key infrastructure, PKI, system of digital certificates and cryptographic keys that secure communications and verify the authenticity of data and users in electronic transactions. Public records, information maintained by government entities that are available to the public, subject to privacy regulations and exemptions. Publicity given to private life, legal principle addressing the unauthorized public disclosure of private facts, potentially constituting an invasion of privacy. Publicly available information, information accessible to the general public and legally obtained from public records or other openly accessible sources.